A group of seasoned divers embarked on what they expected to be a routine exploration of a shipwreck recently discovered off the coast of Florida. The dive promised to be a straightforward recovery mission, sifting through the remains of a 19th century merchant vessel. But as they ventured deeper into the wreck, the team uncovered something far more mysterious beneath the sand, a discovery that left even the most experienced divers unsettled. If you enjoy strange and thrilling discoveries, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the twists that lie ahead. The shipwreck, lying 200 feet below the ocean's surface, had been detected months earlier by a research team using sonar. From the outset, everything seemed in order. The divers descended, their flashlights cutting through the ocean's depths, revealing a wreck slowly being reclaimed by nature. The crumbling structure was draped in seaweed, and fish darted in and out of the broken hull. Time had taken its toll on the ship, and what remained seemed ordinary for a vessel of its age, at least at first. As the team began their exploration, one diver, Mark, ventured a short distance from the main wreck. Just beyond the rusted remains of the hull, he noticed something odd, partly buried in the sand. A smooth, curved object that didn't match the rest of the debris. His curiosity piqued. He knelt and began brushing the sand away, revealing what seemed to be a stone statue, its surface weathered but the details still intact. The figure had an eerie, humanoid appearance, with exaggerated, almost grotesque features. The face, contorted in a twisted expression, seemed to stare up at Mark with hollow eyes. As he cleared more of the sand, strange symbols became visible, carved into the stone. The markings were intricate, but completely unfamiliar, unlike anything Mark or the rest of the crew had ever seen. When the others joined Mark, they began unearthing more statues, scattered in a rough circle around the wreck. Some were half buried, others completely exposed. Each one was different, yet all shared the same unsettling craftsmanship, distorted figures with faces frozen in bizarre expressions. The deeper they dug, the more statues they found, and none of them seemed to belong to the time period of the ship. The crew's initial excitement over the discovery soon gave way to unease. What were these statues doing here, lying so close to a shipwreck from the 1800s, and who had created them? The strange symbols carved into each figure offered no clues. Were they warnings, ritualistic designs, or something else entirely? As word of the discovery spread, the statues drew the attention of archaeologists and historians. But despite extensive research, no one could identify the origins of the figures or their significance. The carvings didn't match any known language or culture, leaving experts baffled. Some speculated that the statues could predate the shipwreck by centuries, or even millennia, perhaps relics of an ancient and lost civilization. But if that was the case, how had they ended up buried here, at the bottom of the ocean? The mystery deepened when strange things began happening to the divers. Emily, one of the team members, began having vivid nightmares about the statues. In her dreams, the stone figures seemed to come alive, their distorted faces watching her as she tried to escape. She wasn't the only one affected. Another diver, James, reported hearing faint voices while underwater, as though something, or someone, was whispering just beyond his reach. At first, the team brushed off the strange experiences as mere coincidences, or the result of stress from the dive. But as more of the crew began reporting similar feelings of unease, it became harder to ignore. Some divers even refused to return to the site, convinced that something was wrong with the statues. As the investigation continued, paranormal researchers were called in to examine the site, hoping to find evidence of supernatural activity. While no definitive proof was found, the divers' experiences left many wondering if there was more to the statues than met the eye. Were they simply relics from a forgotten time, or did they hold a darker secret, one that had been buried for centuries? To this day, the mystery of the statues remains unsolved. Experts have yet to determine their origin or purpose, and the divers who found them are left with more questions than answers. Whatever their true story may be, the eerie figures lying at the bottom of the ocean continue to stir fear and fascination in equal measure. Subscribe for more spine-chilling discoveries and hit the bell to never miss a new mystery.